Good morning, another lovely day as we gather together this morning to wish one another Boker Tov. It's a nice time as this transition is felt to summer schedules for so many. As we're coming up tomorrow to Canada Day. It seems somehow impossible. It was Purim 5 minutes ago, wasn't it? And yet here we are in the month of Tammuz and making our way forward. Nevertheless, that's what we're doing, is making our way forward, and thank goodness for that. Oh, it's almost time for us to share these moments, and I hope we can today share lots of good moments, take the opportunity really to take in the goodness of each day, as there are so many blessings to count. Boker Tov. Good morning from Temple Sinai. Welcome to our daily version of Sinai Streams, our online offerings from Temple Sinai Congregation of Toronto. This is a Boker Tov, our daily opportunity to connect, to reflect, and to remember. And so today, on this 8th day of Tammuz, we gather together and take a little time to share in some prayers from our service and some reflections on personal growth as we make our way forward each day. So this morning, let's begin with our prayer, Asher Yatzal, which thanks God for the body and the spirit. Let's join together in the English. Blessed eternal God, creator of the universe, you have fashioned our bodies with wisdom, creating within us a finely balanced network. To stand before you in prayer is itself a fragile miracle. Eternal God, we praise you as the healer of body and spirit. Let's join together now with the prayer for Torah study. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Va'arevna Adonai Eloheinu et divrei Toratcha b'finu, v'rafi amcha beit Yisrael, v'niyeh anachnu v'tze'etze'enu, v'tze'etze'e amcha beit Israel, kulanu yod'ei shemecha, v'lomdei toratecha lishma, baruch atah Adonai, hamlamed Torah le'amo Yisrael. And this morning, I think an attitude of gratitude feels even more important. So let's join in Baruch She'amar and Psalm 100, the Psalm of Gratitude. Let's join together in the version that's on the white side of the screen. Baruch She'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who speaks that we might listen. Blessed is the one who acts that we might be witnesses. Baruch hu u'baruch shemo. Blessed is the one who decides that we might accept. Blessed is the one who has mercy that we might live. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who removes the darkness that we might see. Blessed is the one who lives forever that we might believe. Blessed is the one who saves and delivers that we might be redeemed. And here is Psalm 100. And let's join together in these words of appreciation and thankfulness. Let all the earth sing to the eternal, find joy in the service of the sacred. May every word lead to an encounter with the divine presence. May we sense the Holy One within us and in all creation. Discover sacred purpose in every moment. The eternal is our infinitely capable creator. God forms our purpose and potential. Enter the gates with gratitude. Bring praise and thanks and bless the divine name. The divine love of the eternal allows us to find good in everything and strengthens the faith of each generation. With this sense of appreciation and gratitude, let's join together in the Shema, these words that link so many hundreds of generations of our people, one to the next, and that reach out for good days ahead as well. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha. Hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavcha hayom al levavecha. Ve'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. V'shivtecha b'vetecha ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית, וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. So this morning, as we continue with our learning and our focus on steps that can help us improve our midot, improve aspects of ourselves and our personalities, our functioning, our way of being and looking at ourselves, we continue making our way close to having shared a bit about all 13 steps, all 13 key midot that are offered by Rabbi Menachem Mendel Levine of Satanov in his book Cheshbon HaNefesh, Spiritual Accounting. And today let's get right to reading through the aspects of that he shares with us, as we're on number 12 today, and we need to have a few moments to talk about it. So we'll do that in just a moment as we read those. Equilibrium. Nefesh, rise above small events, whether good or bad, that are not worth throwing off your spiritual equilibrium. Patience, when something bad happens to you that you could not have avoided by being careful, don't make it even worse through pointless sorrow. Join with me. Organization, let all your doings and plans be orderly, each one in a fixed time and place, so that your mind will always be free to address what is before you. Determination. In all matters, begin by calmly and coolly thinking things through. Once you have decided, get up and do it, and don't delay. Neatness, cleanliness. Let there be no confusion or ugliness in your things or your dwelling, let alone your body or clothes. Humility. Keep silent in order to learn from all those around you, acknowledging what is lacking in you and seeking to fix it. This way, you will learn to turn your mind away from your strengths or the defects of others. Righteousness. What is hateful to you, do not do to others. Thrift. Be careful with your money to avoid spending even a quarter unnecessarily. Productivity. Always find something to engage in toward your own good or the good of others. Don't allow a moment of your life to be lost without purpose. Silence. Before you open your mouth, be quiet and carefully consider what benefit there truly is to yourself or others from speaking. Balance or ease. Sages choose their words and actions carefully so that they are not called evil for doing good. And today's addition to the list, Midah number 12, Emet, truth. Do not allow even a single word from your mouth unless you know in your heart that you can establish its truth from all sides. Now, a reminder as we consider these different traits that we might work on, that all of these are acknowledged very clearly by Rav Levine in the beginning of his book as an ongoing effort, and more than that, as a work in progress. Each one of these is stated to help us remember it in a simple and direct form, and yet there's nothing simple or direct about any of these. We might say otherwise about today's characteristic, about truth. Things are either true or they're not. And yeah, when it comes to facts, facts are either facts or they're not. But truth is much more complicated. As Rabbi Shainer taught recently, truth is what we do with the facts and not the facts themselves. And this particular issue of focusing on truth challenges us, especially like the way he's chosen to describe it. It's about our willingness to look at things from all sides. about seeing the facts, the realities around us, and looking at them from our side, from the sides of others to the degree that we're capable of, really taking our time to understand and establish not merely what we're saying, or what we're sharing with others, or what we're doing, but how it will be perceived, about what are our real goals, about the way that others might perceive or understand our actions. And eventually, as important as it is to be truthful with others, I think really what is essential is to be able to be truthful with ourselves, is to say to ourselves, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing, here are my goals, here are the ways in which I'm caring for others and doing what is good and right and real. And here's where I have growth yet to do. Here's where are the areas that I need to struggle and work to find a new way, to find a better way. I think all of these characteristics together in balance really challenge us to do just that. They say, how is it that I can really experience my life in an honest and thoughtful way, not merely a story that I might tell myself? Because when we do that, when we open ourselves to our own experience, to seeing truth and seeing ourselves from many different sides, it's not always easy, absolutely, but it does give us the opportunity to grow. It's really only from seeing the truth of our life, of our experience, that we might say, wow, here is a path forward. I'm not sure I would have seen that. Truth is about many things. It is about opening our eyes and opening our hearts. And when we do that to ourselves, to reality, to the divine, to each other, then it really gives us an opportunity to live a full life, a deep life, a life that has potential and that gives us the opportunity to grow to our potential. It's an easy thing to say and a much harder thing to do. And again, that is the concept in all of these different aspects of human development that we will continue to be reminding ourselves of from time to time as we share them in our prayers, that we need to continue to work at them and to seek a balance in our life of all of these different directions and all of these different challenges. Balance can be very hard to come from in our lives. And we need the help of others in order to do that. And so when we face illness or difficulty, we need to know that others are there with us. When we're aware that others are suffering, we need to go beyond the simple moments or the simple ways to support and be present to others in their time of need. And we need, in order to heal, we need to be honest about the way in which every single one of us relies on others for the life that we lead, for the opportunities that we have, that everything we have, in fact, is a gift from God, from our society, from those around us. And one of the keys to refuah, to healing, is to realize that. And so we turn to these words of healing, but especially this morning in our minds, those who are physically unwell, those who are recovering from surgery, those battling COVID and other illnesses. We hold all of them and their families in our hearts as we turn to these words of refuah. מי שבירך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, ואמותינו שרה רבקה לאה ורחל, הוא ירפא את כל מכותינו, יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו, להחל עמם ולרפאותם, וישלח לנו מהרה רפואה שלמה ועטרת שלום, ונאמר, Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless and heal all who suffer. May it be the divine will to provide healing and strength. Reveal to us the holiness of life, the wholeness of shalom, and together we say, Amen. And with hope for all those who are isolated or ill in our hearts, we turn to those who are in mourning, those who remember loved ones whom death has recently taken from them, those we remember, those who died at this season in years past, and all those we have taken into our hearts with our own. During the period of Shloshim, the past 30 days, we extend our condolences to the families of Bill Schmelzer, Ralph Rothstein, Ben Wertleb, Anita Fleischer, Lillian Gain, Ruben Devlin, Jerry Goldstein, David Garber, Zena Werb. And on your site, this day, the 8th day of the month of Tammuz, that falls this year on the 30th day of the month of June, we remember Max Allen, Ralph Brunswick, David Thomas Buckspan, Israel Michael Diesenhaus, Israel Gerskep, Irene Plonka, Bina Seidel, Maurice Singer, Morris Tepperman, Mildred Weiner Frank, Helen Zitzo. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. Our sympathies are mingled as we turn together to words sanctified by memory, words glorified by hope in the Kaddish Yatom. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach Yeruteh ve'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon ve'yomechon, v'chaye dechol bet Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadal v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemed kudsha borichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. V'amiran ve'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shmaya v'chaim. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'momav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and bring comfort and strength to all who remember. And together we say, Amen. Well, may this day be a day of gratitude and truthfulness and goodness to each of us and every one of us. Rabbi Shaner will be leading our Boker Tov tomorrow, as he does on Wednesdays, tomorrow being Canada Day, but it will be at our regular time, as it's not quite as early as our Minyan in the Building time used to be. We'll be joining together at 8:30 tomorrow as well. Wishing everybody Boker Tov a wonderful and meaningful and excellent day.